Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Nuffy and Omituinen on Whirlwind, the latter edition. In the top right side of the map, representing Psi X as the Red Terran player, it is Omituinen. Holy smokes. Omituinen. That's sure. Omituinen. And at the top left side of the map, we have the Blue Zerg player. It is Nuffy, representing Nuffy. So a GM level ZvT sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Again, if you're a GM level player, feel free to send me your stuff to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of, "Hey Falcon, here's a GM level replay. Please cast it. I'll love you forever. Thanks, bye." I'm pretty sure that'll fit in the subject of an email these days. Alright, so holy smokes, Omituinen. There's not an N in there on the first one. It's Omnit. It's Omit. Omituinen. I'm going to call him Omit from now on. Omit! Looks like he's going Reaper Expand, which is just fine by me as I have my Reaper list ready to go. Hatch first out of the Nuffster. Not going for that pool first thing that people are doing because they are afraid of 3 racks Reaper, which is fair. It is a very powerful opening that is difficult to handle if you don't do it or don't open correctly, as it turns out. Let's see here. All right, we are ready to go. We are ready to rock here, and it is going to be a Reaper. Reaper's name is In Control. After being shuffled from Evil Genius, In Control decided to sign up with Dominion forces to take out his emotions with lead, gunpowder, and KD8 charges. So apparently Evil Geniuses is Zerg, as it turns out. If you haven't heard, In Control did leave Evil Geniuses. I'm not entirely clear as to whose idea that was, but it seemed to be a pretty amicable breakup when all is said and done. But regardless, he is now a Reaper in control, moving out to kill Evil Geniuses as best as he possibly can. Just take out that rage. He doesn't really care about winning the game. He just wants to murder some stuff so he can feel better about himself in the long run here. 20 to 20 harvesters exactly here at the 2-minute and 15-second mark. Expanding is Omit. I'm just going to say Omit. That's what I'm going to do. Speed on the way from Nuffy, but just now starting. So again, queens, couple lings, stay on the creep, stay on the creep. They're not staying on the creep. There we go, getting on the creep. Oh, killing 1 ling. Excellent job there, In Control. Might lose a drone. Oh, hits himself. Hits himself with his own KD8 charge. That was not great. Don't get backed into a corner. Oh, I forgot. There are no corners for Reapers because they can hop up ledges, as it turns out here. No queens here yet. Queen here. Surprise! Queen here at the main base. And retreating immediately is In Control. Queen here waiting, though. Gonna try to get enough kills to kill him. Yes, 1 shot. Enough to finish off In Control, the Reaper. Rough stuff out of In Control there. Did not have a good day. Let go by Evil Geniuses, or shuffled, I guess, by Evil Geniuses, and then murdered by the Zerg after only a single ling kill. Do not feel bad. Many Reapers get nothing In Control. Get no kills whatsoever. It is embarrassing for them, but it is true nonetheless. Even at the pro levels, they get no kills. Looks like double refinery here. There we go. Factory going to toss down a reactor. Actually stealing the reactor off of this barracks. We do have some Hellion harass coming in from our friend Omit. Assuming it's not Widow Mines, it is Hellions. Oh, thank goodness. All right, so it is Hellion harass coming up here. Ling's trying to do stuff here at the natural base. Speed kicking in on the single lane. Almost gets inside, but the Marines say no. The Marines say no. You, go away. Go away immediately. Third hatch coming up for the Nuffster. Very nicely, just the bottom right side of his main and the bottom leftish of his natural. So everybody is right nicely close to home here on the Whirlwind. The bunker coming up at the front of his natural base for Omit. Hellions in production. He's got 2 already, working on 2 more. Which, you know, 4 Hellions is better than 2, that's for sure. And a Banshee as well here. So Banshee Hellion opening could transfer, or could go ahead and, but just, oh my gosh, what's that word there? Could flip strategies over to Bio pretty soon after this. He is moving the barracks back on over to the reactor, which means we're going to see Marines out of there, or just Mass Reaper, which is a possibility, but something we don't ever see really at the high levels of StarCraft 2. Speedlings moving out, holding Zalaga watchtowers, trying to check exactly what is going all over the map. Got the Slover Lords in between the main base of Omit, and the natural base of Nuffy, to see if any drops are coming the way, but no, just Cloak Banshee. So Spore Crawler coming up in both of the lines here, both of the mineral lines for Nuffy. And did he see? I don't know if he sees this. I guess he knows drops are definitely a possibility. Ling's moving out weird locations. They know this is not Not where your opponent is, right? Not on this right side of the map. I guess they're trying to remain hidden. Maybe some drop lord action is what we're going to see. Meanwhile, a Banshee pilot moving on across the map into the natural base. There are queens in production for Nuffy, though. Got more spore crawlers coming in as well. Queens ready to... 4 queens ready for this. Waiting for a drop of some kind. So either a drop or a Banshee. Definitely on top of things there is a Nuffy. Got a just moving home. Moving home is the Banshee. So 3 bases up pretty nicely for Nuffy. He's lost 2 lings. That is it. It's 46 to 45 harvesters. Baneling Nest now coming in, bringing the total down to 45 for Nuffy. It is now exactly 45 to 45. Look how even that is. +1/+1 coming in for the bio. And a 3rd base is done for Omituinen. Hey, I nailed it that time. Probably going to land it here at the same location that Nuffy did, except on the other side of the map, obviously. Starport now has a reactor on it. Factory now has a reactor on it. Ooh. I don't know. And more barracks on the way. So we're looking at bio with some medevac support for sure. Maybe some Hellbats mixed in here as well, which is pretty good. As it turns out. Great against Lings, absolutely. Overlord with speed. Actually, no, that is an Overseer. Moving into the main base here for Omit, getting chased down by these Marines, dropping a Changeling, hoping that Omit does not notice there is an Imposter Marine among their groups. Good scout here with the Overseer about 6 minutes in, seeing exactly what is going on, seeing the Hellion count, and will die, but got all the information that he needed there, so excellent job. Double Banshee moving up along this middle side of the map, coming up the left. Probably going to try to hit the main base of Nuffy. There's a single Spore Crawler and a Queen here. Is that enough against 2 Banshees is the question. It's very possible. Very possible indeed. Overlord coming in. Can he poop creep? He's going to poop creep on this 3rd base location for Omit. Oh, no! Oh, Omit in so much trouble. Banshee's here at the 3rd base, actually, surprisingly. Queen's coming out of the woodwork. And actually saving their friend Queen with 1 hit point. One Banshee dies. The other one tries to finish it off, but no. Queen moves past the Spore Crawler, saves her own life there, which is always impressive. Saving your own life is more important than saving somebody else's life. And the other Queen dies. Ah. All right, Omit having a real rough time here. What has he killed so far? A drone, 4 lings, an Overlord, and an Overseer at this point in time. 59 to 52 harvesters. Creep spread looking great. Out enough. He got some lings on the very edge of his own creep. Got the Hellions, got the Marines. Got some Vikings clearing out Overlords between the 2 bases. Excellent job. I always like to see this from Terran players. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't cost a whole lot. Killing free Overlords does actually help to supply block your opponent as well. Nuffy's still messing around with lings over here. I guess he's waiting for Omit to try to expand down here to the south of his natural. He already has taken the 3rd here at the place where there was Pooping Creep, but I assume these Marines took down the Overlord who was here previously, although none of them have any kills. Maybe the Vikings did it. Perhaps the Vikings did it here. Vikings killing the Overlord Pooping Creep on the potential 4th base for Omit. Excellent job, Vikings. You are doing your job extremely and extraordinarily well. Good placement of an Overlord here from Nuffy. Cannot be seen from the ground. Cannot be seen. See? By the Terran player if you hide right there, unless they bring like a Viking or a medevac over, which, you know, is pretty likely, but at the same time, might as well give it a try. +2/+2 bio coming up from Omit, continuing to pump Marines. Ah, little supply blocked. Little tiny supply blocked. 4 supply depots in production, though, and the supply block is gone. Is officially gone. Continued supply depot production required at this level of StarCraft 2, especially. Getting supply blocked can destroy you as a GM player. Hive coming in for Nuffy. Got more drones on the way for Nuffy as well, and 14 Banelings in production. The Vikings here, checking this 4th base out that just popped for Nuffy along this bottom left side. Drones running for their lives, possibly? Where are they even going? Is this drone expanding? Dang, Nuffy going for a 5th base along this bottom left side. Yeah, Omit, you need to push. You need to do something. Pushing this creep back from his 3rd base. And there are lings. There are Banelings here. No, backing out. Backing out. 8.5 minutes into this one. Got the lings for Nuffy again. I think they're trying to get in the natural base when the army is out. When the army's out in the middle, but I just don't know. I just don't know if it's ever going to work here. Viking shooing away this Overlord that was on this high ground. Again, was invisible for a few minutes, but now it's exploded. Gets exploded. Omit. Supply blocked. Again. Making another supply depot. Dude. Supply block. Bad. Bad news for you. Pushing up the middle. Killing more creep tumors is this Terran army. A lot of dead creep tumors, but you know what? There's a lot of creep, too. As it turns out, Lings and Banelings coming in to try to deal with this. Good splits on the Marines, though. Banelings exploding on a small group. Now catching a larger group, though. And no, target fired down for the most part there by Omit. Excellent job. Omituinen. Lings rolling in here, getting absolutely massacred by Hellbats and by Marines. Banelings trying to get hits. Not great splits here, though. Oh! Big time hits there, but still big army. Nonetheless, moving in for Omit. In production, more banelings, more lings, more banelings rolling on in here and making severely large hits from the left side and the top side. And the bottom side come these lings, destroying that group. Lings running into the natural base of Omit here, trying to take down some SCVs and getting one for their trouble, but absolutely getting murdered as well. So walking onto that creep, such a scary thing to do as a Terran player, but he tried it anyway. Didn't super work out for him. And Nuffy's up to 121 to 125 total supply. He is maxed out on available supply, as is Omit. Just almost there. He has Thors coming in, Hellbats coming in, Marauders, Marines. So it is a pretty mech-heavy composition out of Omit, but is it enough is the question. Banelings trying to roll into the front door of the natural base by their lonesome. Get absolutely destroyed there. Queens, Creep Queens getting caught out of position by Marines and Marauders and Hellbats, trying to kill a couple of them. Banelings surprised from the bottom. Again, trying to split here as Omit. Not doing super well with it, though. Marines gone. Marauders remain. Actually, there is a couple Marines left in that group. Surprisingly surviving the Baneling attacks. Did not expect that one. Another Queen kept out. Transfuse kept alive. Endos managed to save it. Lings again. Banelings exploding the front. The natural base here. Lings trying to get in, trying to get this round on these Marines. They are very low on HP. Thor trying to kill him as well. Thors don't do well against Lings, but if they're left alone, they hit pretty hard as it stands. +3 melee attack coming in for Nuffy, getting Chitinous Plating for Ultralisks as well. It is a Ling Baneling Ultralisk composition here out of the Zerg player. Moving on up, killing creep tumors is the Terran player. A lot of Marauders, a lot of Hellbats here. Again, trying to absorb Baneling hits. More Lings come in from this left side, and the ramp Banelings trying to get in here. Target firing attempted out of Omit here. Not doing super well. Still a bunch of Banelings available. Lings cleaning up whoever does not die to these Banelings. Thor comes in. Gets some kills off, but eventually ends up exploding. Lings murdering Marines that are coming across the map here, just trying to join their friends. And hey guys, what are you doing? Blarg. Getting killed is what it is. Landing the Vikings to try to assist there as well. Just bad news. Just bad news all around at this point in time. +3 upgrades for Bile coming in for Omit. Again, good upgrade timings. Just splits a little bit lacking, I think. And just hasn't been able to do a whole lot of damage at all to the Zerg economy, which is the problem. Nuffy has taken 2 additional bases since his 5th came up. So he's going to be at 7 momentarily. No sign of a 4th from Omit at all to this point. Lings getting right on top of the Thor, right on top of the Banelings. Or right on top of, yes, of the Marines there. Banelings clearing everybody out, picking the Thor up to keep him alive. That's good. That's a good move. Thor has a total of 6 kills here. Omit is desperately trying to make this thing happen, but he just keeps meeting overwhelming groups of Lings and Banelings. It's just not a good existence. Not a good one for him at all. Yikes. All right, what's more? We're coming in again. Omit is doing his best. It's 153 to 114 total supply. Got Hellbats with +2 armor. Got Marines with +3. Some drop action does seem to be maybe a better way to switch things up. If you're Omit, is it transition? Is that the word I was thinking of before? Transition into something else? Tech switch, I think, is more along the lines of what I was trying to think of. It is late though, and I am again, kids kill brain cells. That is my pro tip for the day. They're cute, and I like them, but man, they kill your brain cells, make you dumber every single day. Or perhaps that's just the aging process. I don't know. I don't know. Trying to drop here at the natural base. Spore Crawlers getting rid of that medevac immediately. 2 of them. We get a Hellbat down. We get 2 Marines down. That's pretty darn great if you ask me. The entire army comes back to deal with this though. And deal with it they do. Meanwhile, drop from Omit here at the 4th base along the left side for Nuffy. Trying to move on up again. +3 Marines. No joke. There's a single Spore Crawler here and it's going to kill a medevac if Omit is not careful. Medevac dies. Tries to burrow the drones, but doesn't really work as the scan reveals their location. A million Lings come in, and all the Marines die because the medevacs are gone. There's no one to pick up. Ultralisks are here as well for Nuffy. Lings running on in, trying to shut down this attempt at a 4th base from Omit. There's a burrowed Ling here as well. Can't even land it. Small group of Marines and Marauders get obliterated at this 4th base. Marauders coming in to try to save it. I suppose not exactly working out all that well. So Nuffy has a big army of +2, +3 Lings, Ultralisks, and Banelings. 6 armor on those Ultras. No sign of that +3 armor coming in for these ground units, as it turns out. Maybe some air would be good here. Like, Mass Banshee would be actually pretty interesting out of Nuffy, but I'm not sure he has the wherewithal to pull that off. Everything's on the ground, and Ling Baneling Ultra is pretty great against most things on the ground. No Widow Mines, surprisingly, out of Omit. Again, he's kind of going mech style here, so Widow Mines don't necessarily fit. They are pretty gas heavy. If you want to go Thors and this many Thors and Marauders, you can't necessarily fit Hellbats into that equation sometimes. Banelings here getting caught as they're morphing in along this bottom right side, and another burrowed Ling here. Omit's going to try to expand again, twice in about a minute, which you know what, I congratulate. I applaud here at this point. What is Nuffy doing? He's hanging out. I think he's waiting for Omit to come on in. Finds a third base completely unprotected. All of the SCVs get murdered in their sleep. Okay, they're not sleeping, but they might as well be about now. Does one survive? Hey, a couple survive. A couple SCVs survive there. Oh, the Lings burrowed themselves. Here. I'm not sure if Omit caught that because I didn't necessarily catch it myself. And I can see them. Again, trying to land a fifth base along this bottom right side, killing the burrowed Ling, and landing very nicely is Omit. What do we got here? Another drop here by Omit, finding this sixth base. Not even really saturated at all. 0 drones here, but a single Ultralisk pops out. The hatchery dies, picks up immediately. Does Omit. Excellent job there. Banelings crashing into this fifth base for Omit. And they take down some casualties, but don't actually get any of these SCVs, as it turns out. Bunch of Banelings and Ultras are here to defend the seventh base, which again is not saturated at all. Pick up, run, pick up, run, pick up, run. That Ultra was not allowed to run. Oh, he wasn't. There wasn't enough space in the medevac as they were picked up. Oh, one little Marine spot each. Takes 2 for a Marauder. Bad news. Bad news bears. Got burrowed Lings in random places here for Nuffy. Sitting at the third base and sitting on the ramp, moving up to the fourth base as well. I don't know. Marines, Marauders trying to come out and clear some of this creep, but it's just so much stuff from Nuffy. How is he down in supply? What do we have here? He's down in supply. I guess Nuffy has a lot of drones. Suppose that's what it is. 25 Ultras, 48 Marines, 3 Thors. I just don't know if it's going to be enough here. The fifth base gets obliterated by Nuffy, trying to come down and save this thing. He's got Marines, he's got Marauders, he got +3 attack and +3 armor on these bio units. Got Thors here as well with +2 vehicle plating. No attack upgrades, and Nydus Worm coming in to this third, trying to hatch on up the army for Nuffy. Maybe we can try to flank here. Lings running around the natural base. Not a bunch of them, but maybe 5 or 6. Still getting some kills. Still getting some kills, as it turns out. Banelings rolling out of this Nydus Worm here at the third base for Omit. He down on that one. Fourth base is still running. Fifth base has landed a little bit outside of its normal comfort zone, as it turns out. Third base trying to land here as well, taking down the Nydus Worm. And again, where is Nuffy's army? Here it is, Nuffy's army. Are these fully upgraded yet? Fully upgraded. Ultralisks and Banelings. And pushing across the map here is Omit. He's got a fairly large, intimidating army right now. 186 to 193 total supply. There's only 22 SCVs remaining, though, and here it is. Ultras, Banelings on top. The splits are not good. Ultras obliterating everything that is left over after the Banelings explode with acid all over everything, and that's it. The Rage Quit out of Omituinen. And that's going to be it for this cast. Whew. Whew. All right, so that was a little one-sided on the ZvT side of things. I don't feel like Omit did a whole lot of damage. He did kill a hatchery. He did kill the sixth base, didn't he? Didn't he kill it? He did. He killed 87 creep tumors, 108 banelings, 295 lings, and 5 queens, but that's it. That is it. 23 drones, I suppose, is also pretty good, but in the end, just lost 200 Marines, 55 Marauders, 24 Hellbats, and 5 Thors. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to die with. As it turns out, APM about 300 for Nuffy, 150 or so for Omit. And in the end, Zerg player gets the win. Just not aggressive enough, I think, out of the Terran player. Kind of letting Nuffy do whatever he wanted, and that is never a good thing. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.